In this video, we will discuss the term liabilities or equity. When a business owes an amount to the outsiders, it becomes the business liability. Example, when a business takes the loan from the bank, it becomes a liability and is termed as creditors for loan. When a business purchases goods on credit from the outsiders or the creditors become the liability of the firm. And if the manager has rendered you the services but you have not paid his salary as of now, it becomes an outstanding expense, a due amount on you, and it is termed as creditors for expenses or outstanding expenses. Liabilities can further be classified into two types. One is internal liabilities or external liabilities. Internal liabilities is the proprietor of the firm. That is, it is a party internal to the business, and the liability termed as capital is an internal liability for the firm. The proprietor has rendered the amount, given the amount to the business, so the business is liable to the businessman for that amount. External liabilities to outsiders, as we have discussed, creditors for loan, creditors for goods, creditors for expenses. Further, there are three types of liabilities. First one is non-current liability or fixed liability. As the name suggests, the liabilities which are to be paid for more than after a period of 1 year. They are fixed liabilities. For example, loan. If you have obtained the loan from the bank for to be paid after a year or 2 years or 5 years, it is a fixed liability. Capital is a fixed liability. When we talk of current liabilities, it is to be payable. Any liability which is to be payable within 1 year is a current liability. Example, creditors, outstanding expenses and bills payable. So the basic difference between non-current assets and non-current liabilities and current liabilities is that non-current liabilities are to be paid after a period of 1 year, whereas current liabilities are to be paid within a period of 1 year. The last type of liabilities is contingent liabilities. Contingent liabilities are not real liabilities as of now. Only future event will decide whether it becomes our liability or not. The first example of this contingent liability is cases pending in the court. If you have a case pending in the court, the future event, that is the judgment of the court, will decide whether it becomes your liability or not. If you lose the case, you may have to pay, then it becomes your liability. If you win the case, then you may not have to pay, so it is not a liability as of now, and it will not become your liability after the judgment of the court. Second example is your friend has obtained a loan from the bank and it needs a guarantee. If you have given a guarantee to the bank that in case your friend does not pay back the loan to the bank, then you will be liable to make the payment. It means the payment of your friend will determine whether it becomes your liability or not. So contingent liabilities are not recorded because they are not real liabilities as of now. So they are shown as a footnote, as an information that they may become our liability in the future. Thank you.